I've just drove 60 mile, I think it is. Took me about an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 35 minutes. It's about a 120 mile round trip for me. I'm only doing the day today. But yeah, I've just drove like literally that far, and I literally pulled through the gates and it started raining. Well, it's spitting at the moment. So my plan was to get here and fly the drone about for about half an hour, 20 minutes, see if we could find some fish. So my plan was to maybe come in this area anyway, because the rest of the lake is now getting really choked up with weed. So I got a few spots in this swim that I had going a couple of weeks ago. I'm just going to drop the rods back on them spots and hope for a bite. It's about 6:15 in the morning. I left my house. Well, I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. So yeah, it's about 6:15. Should have the rods out by about, about 7 o'clock really, and hopefully we can get a bite. Last time when I come in this swim, I got the rods out about 9, and about 9:30, 9:45 I had a fish. So we'll see how we go. But buzzing to get the rods out. Little day session. See how we get on.
Take off. Home point updated.
Yeah, so just looking down here now, see if there's any fish. This is the spots we're going to fish. Corner side of that island, the left side, where there's quite a lot of weed. There's a little channel in between, you can see, of the weed. Just there in the centre of the screen. Can't see any fish over there though. It looks like a little clear spot up on the top there, and that little flat there. But we're going to put one on the corner of this island, and one just in the centre for the minute. See how we go. We can move about, so, but you can see the weed over the other side now. It's right up. They're the swims we were fishing last week, so a few clear spots though. But yeah, no, it looks mega. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, for the minute, just while I'm moving some bits and pieces about, I'm just going to get this rod out. I've just got a 3.5 ounce lead on here, boom section, little spinner rig. I'm going to drop this on a spot that I was fishing a couple of weeks ago. I had quite a few bites off of it around this time of the morning, so I'm going to drop that there. While I've been here, standing here this morning, just with the drone having a look about, I have seen a couple of fish show out to the right hand side on like a clear spot. It's probably about 3 or 4 sort of swims sort of size. Looks like that on the drone anyway, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm not sure if there was any fish over it when I looked over on the drone, so yeah. But yeah, I'm going to get this out, drop this out with a boat, leave this on the floor for the minute while I set some other bits and pieces up so I've got a rod fishing, and hopefully we can nick a bite while we're just setting some bits and pieces up. So I'll get this one out and then we'll crack on from there. Right, rod out on the deck. But while I've been standing here, just to the right hand side there, just before that big bed of weed, if you can see that, I've seen about 4 or 5 shows. Now, there's no one on the lake, and I think I can fish it from this swim, but I am thinking of moving just for the line lay. But I'm going to have a look with the drone, because I'm not 100% sure there's much weed anyway across that's up on the surface across here anyway. So I'm going to have another look with the drone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the boat out onto the spot and then put the drone up above the boat so that I know that I'm dropping in that hole where the fish have been crashing. A little bit cheeky, but that's what we do when we've got gadgets. So yeah, I'm going to have a little look now over that spot, see how far away it really is. Mega morning though, mega morning. Such a beautiful place this is. I have got a rod out, but I think we're gonna move down into the next swim. I've walked my rods down there already. I have put this rod out, but I can fish this spot from the next swim safely, more safely than if I try to fish for the fish that are over there from this swim, because there's a tree out in the water. So I'm gonna move down one, and then I can fish for the fish that are showing more safely. Plus I can still fish the spot that I've started fishing on this morning. So I'm just going to throw some bits in the car and we'll get a move on. It's always the way, isn't it? You come fishing and there's always something happening. Fish just showed right out here. You know, like when I got in that swim this morning, I felt it was the right place. I mean, I had a look about on the drone. I thought it was the safest place to fish because of the weed that gets up. But that's fishing, isn't it? You've got to move sometimes. But the fish are definitely in this area. Seen a few shows here now, so we've moved. I can still fish that same spot on that island safely, and I've got a couple of holes out here in front of me that the fish are obviously showing in. So yeah, we'll get the rods out and hopefully we bag one. We should be able to bag one. It's what we do. It's what we do. I'm just looking for some clear spots really in the weed. It's so clouded up here. Fish are obviously here, clouding up the water. It's hard to find a clear spot when they've clouded up so much water. You can see how clear this side of the lake is, and you can, you know, we can tell where the fish are. I thought I'd be able to. That fish there. So yeah, it's mega cloudy out there. I think this was the spot that was probably the clear spot around here that I saw. Kind of need to drive the boat out to that a bit more. But this sort of area. They've clouded it right up out here. You can see where the weed just starts. I'm going to drop one in this area at some point. Right, yeah, kettle's on. Not just for a cuppa, but the old trusty milk bottles, eh? Seen them for a while, yeah. Just so I can get some steam, so I can sort out my chod-link. Just steam that nicely. It, all nice and steamed. While it's boiling, you might as well have a cup of coffee, son. You know what I mean? So yeah, got one rod out in that clouded up water. I'm going to flick this choddy out to my right hand side. A couple of fish did show over there, but since I've put the rod out I ain't seen much. So I'll have a cup of coffee, get this choddy out on a drop off lead. Hopefully we can get a bite. Hopefully we can get a bite. But like always, it's fucking mega, mate. It's mega. Can't beat it. I've got two rods out. I've kind of got the rods round the wrong way. After looking at the spot, after I brought the drone in, I took the bait boat out with the sonar and just checked over the top of the spots that I did drop them. But where the middle rod is, it's a little bit more weedy. It's not crazy weed, but it's about 2 foot off the bottom. It's about 8 foot deep and the weed's about 2 foot off the bottom, but there is some holes in amongst it. But I'm not 100% sure I've dropped in a clearish sort of spot. Really, you know, I mean, it's fishing on a long boom anyway, so it should be fishing. But really, I want the middle rod on the right hand rod, because the right hand rod I've got on a choddy, and it's clear where I've got the choddy. I drove the boat over it. It's 8 foot deep, and there's no weed there whatsoever. But also, there's no fish showing. So, really, I want to swap the rods round. But I'm going to sit on my hands for half an hour because I just feel like I'm not in the right spot, even though I see all that clouded water up this morning. I just feel like I need to go round the other side of the lake. Like Mick, the guy who bailiffs the land, did just come round about 20 minutes, half hour ago. Sort of had a chat with him, and he said that side of the lake has been fishing better. And something's just drawing me back to that snag underneath that tree where every time I've fished there, you know, it's been productive. I've always caught in the daytime as well. So, and I'm only here for the day session, and you know, I can't help it when I'm day fishing to move about like a bit of a madman. Sometimes it's a good thing to do that if you can get on the fish. Sometimes it can also hinder your fishing because you sort of get the trap set and then you don't feel comfortable when you move, and then the fish move in. You know, they got tails. They're gonna move. But oh, that was a show. But yeah, I'm sort of sitting here like thinking, I'm not really in the right area. So I'm going to give it half hour 45. I'm just going to sort out a solid bag because I was going to put the left hand rod out on the spot where I originally put bait this morning, but I'm not sure if I wanna. I'm happy with the two rods at the moment fishing. I mean, I say I'm happy. I'm not happy, you know, really. So I feel like I'm going to move. So I'm going to give it half hour, see what happens. If I ain't had a bite, I'm probably going to move around the other side. There's no one on the lake, so I should really, you know, go for a walk now. Reel the rods in and go for a walk, but I don't think it's worth it. I can just fly the drone over the lake and have a look like that, so be lazy, innit? So yeah, well, we'll see how we get on. Give it half hour and hopefully we can nick a bite in that time. If not, we're probably going to move. Typical that. Putting all the gear in the car and a bit of a line on the middle rod. Just getting everything compact, so if I can move, it's just rods off the pod in the car and move. That's my plan. Got rods out, so I don't need all my gear out in the swim. I need to be on the fish. So Right, everything's packed away. I've got pod and all that's in the mat. I'm moving around the other side. I just don't feel like I'm fishing here. Even though I see the fish here this morning, I don't feel like I want to be here. And if something's telling me to move, I've got to move. So yeah, it could be productive, it could be a bad idea, but something's telling me to go around the other side. And to be fair, the sun is beating over the other side, so I'll try and get one out in that snag and get around the other side. So yeah, we're moving, let's go. So 2 rods out on the spot, one just on this close margin, and one just in a hole out in the middle. Weather's changed massively now since I moved round here, but that's fishing. I'm not 100% sure I'm in the right place now. But you know, I had to move because I didn't feel comfortable sitting around that side. The wind is a southwesterly wind and it is pushing over that side of the lake, but where there's quite a few islands, the wind kind of gets split up anyway on where it actually goes. I've seen loads of fish over this side showing in the weed, but I'm not going to fish in that dense weed. It's just too thick. So I did see a fish show just down here to the left, a little bit further past the spot where I'm actually fishing, but I'm going to give it a good couple of hours here, and yeah, if I move again, I move again. That's just what it is. At least you're getting to see, you know, what actually happens. Right, yeah, unfortunately I lost the audio for this clip here that I've made with the drone, but as I was having a little scan about amongst the weed, sort of come across this big old fat mirror. Looks like it's full of spawn, to be honest with you. They're getting ready to spawn soon, so just playing up for the cameras a little bit, give us a nice old belly roll, little flank in the weed. But yeah, it was tricky because the fish have been so lethargic, and as you can see in this next clip where this koi is sitting amongst the weed in the holes, there was so much fish like stacked up, and as you'll see in the next clip, this weed here is literally touching the surface. It's like, I don't know, not even an inch or so underneath the surface. So it's just one of them ones, you know. The fish are lethargic and just chilling in the weed. So we'll get back down to the vlog, and yeah, you can take it from there. So yeah, so as you can see, they're absolutely stacked up in the weed, proper stacked up. And I can't really fish for them safely, you know. You can't really present a rig properly in it. You could maybe potentially put a choddy on the top of it, but it'd be absolutely pointless, because if I can't fish for them safely and land them, I don't really want to fish for them, to be honest. So I'll let them be in the weed. Hopefully we can nick one off the edge of the weed, or just off the side of this bush. Or if one comes out off the weed onto the spot where I've got a bit of bait, it might be feeding. You never know, but I'm not going to fish for them in that thick, dense weed. It's like a forest out there, so I'll let them be. But hopefully we can nick a bite. It's about 11:30 now, 11:45, so we've been here a good few hours. Not had rods in the water that much, but you know, we've had them in there long enough for a bite. So, but we keep going. So hopefully we can nick one sooner or later. We're moving again, because I'm not happy here. Thought I'd have had a bite round here, but obviously not. So moving again, and that's it. If I don't find them around the other side, we won't be catching them. It's that simple. I'm back in the original swim, the second swim, not the first swim, the second swim that I started in. It's a lot colder around this side of the lake, to be honest with you. I'm absolutely knackered though. Like, I've been chasing the fish round and round the lake. Sometimes it's not a good thing. I'm getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to come and do this journey. Wished I'd have bought my bed chair. I think I'll kip, but this does recline, this chair. Maybe have a little nap. But yeah, it's a lot clearer around this side of the lake. Like, there's not so much weed, so I can fish for the fish a lot more safely. I ain't got to worry too much. fish was showing round there, and like you see in the videos, there's a lot of fish in the weed, but you can't effectively fish for them, and if you're going to get a bite from them out of the weed, you're probably not going to land them, or they're going to get snagged up anyway. So I've come and fished this side where it's a lot clearer, and I've got a rod in the water. Well, I've got 2 in the water at the moment, so you know, we deserve one. Put it that way, we deserve one. We've proper chased them this day session, rather than baited and wait. You know, if I'm doing a night, sometimes I can just chill out, but where I know I'm doing the day, I've got to, you know, try and produce a bite, which sometimes can hinder you because sort of chasing the fish about and they move because they got tails. But yeah, trying my best. So we'll have another cup of coffee, and then I'm going to put my coat on because it's getting bloody cold. I'm hoping we can nick a bite. I've been around this side of the lake now for about 3 hours and had nothing. So I'm going to move one more time round to the far corner, flick some down by the rushes. Don't have a bite, we don't have a bite. It's been tough today. I thought I would catch them, to be fair, today, to be honest with you, but it's not been easy. So I'm going to pack all my gear, move around the other side, and hopefully we can nick a bite. That's what I'm aiming to do. Last chance saloon. Just seen a mirror in the edge here. Let's try and nail him. Oh mate, last dog saloon or what? I weren't having it, mate. I weren't being beaten. Just a little bottle cap on the reel. Although I'm not sure if it's carp. It might be. I don't think it knew it was hooked. Oh, it's definitely a carp. I don't think it knew it was hooked because literally as that bottle cap fell, I just picked it up. Is it a carp? Little common. You know, tell you what, he is more than welcome, mate. More than welcome. It's been a tough day. Tough day. I've been round this lake like a lunatic. So I'll take that. Get in that net, boy. Oh Jesus, what a chase this has been to catch this. I've been round and round the lake, chasing them about. They've been holding up in the weed. This one's shitting all the bait out. I should get another rod really back on that spot, but this is more than welcome. 18.5 pound this common. Still got some fight in it. I put the buzzers away and literally put it on a bottle cap, the old dock style, just to see if I could nail one while I was putting everything away. And this is more than welcome, this common. Like I say, 18.5 pound. It's a nice dark one as well. Mega, absolutely buzzing with this one, I tell you. The chase has been unreal to catch this, absolutely unreal. We're shitting all the bait out everywhere, but I'll tell you something, more than welcome. got a little leash on his head. I am going to drop another rod back on that spot. I can't not. Like, be cheeky not to. I said another hour. It's been about 20 minutes since I said that, so yeah. Let's get this one back, and hopefully we have another one before we go. Be rude not to try, wouldn't it? Yeah. Absolutely buzzing with that. Oh mate, I'm absolutely buzzing with that one, to be honest with you. Like, the chase for that has been crazy, like I said. I was putting all my gear away. I came in this swim as like a last chance saloon, flicked a couple of rods out and just put them on the bottle caps. I've always got bottle caps on me because it's just an old school thing. I always used to have them from fishing over the docks, so I've always got bottle caps with me. And just put the rods on bottle caps. I was putting the Delkins away, and a friend of mine had sent me a picture of him at home, and I sent him a video back, and as I was recording the video, a fish crashed out over the spot, and I was like, did you see that? Like, sent it to him and was buzzing, and literally 10 minutes later the bottle cap just hit the stones, but it didn't take any line, and I stood over it and I was just watching the line. It didn't take any line, so I just thought, I ain't taking a chance. Like, I just picked it up, tightened the clutch, lifted into it, 5 ounce lead on it. The fish didn't know it was hooked, but it was literally just on the nip of the tail rubber, so as soon as I lifted into it, it took a little bit of line, but it didn't really fight too well. It wasn't a crazy fight because it didn't even really know it had been hooked. Touch really, because I've been trying to hook one all day. So, but yeah, absolutely made up with that. I have cheekily put the rod back out on the spot, so I do need to go. I do need to pack my stuff up and leave. I have got things to do, but at the moment I'm going to have another half hour on that spot. If I now another one, happy days, but if not, this is the end of the vlog. Like I say, like, subscribe, share, so I can get some followers, and hopefully I can get out soon. I want to go and do a bit of floater fishing somewhere, but it'd be quite hard to film, so, but I'm confident we might have another bite here. It looks good, this bay, and I've just got to be quiet, so yeah, happy times, buzzing.